The following is an article from Health Magazine, Fall 2024 edition, published by the Southwest Utah Public Health Foundation. The Air We Breathe in Southern Utah by Josh Poulsen, environmental health scientist and guest contributor. Air is the most important component for human life on Earth, yet we don't often think about how affected we are by it. When it's hot, we want it to be colder, and when it's cold, we want it to be hotter. When we exercise, we need more of it, and when we sleep, we use less of it. Air contains about 21% oxygen, which is needed for human metabolism, as well as the combustion of fuels like coal and natural gas that power our homes, cars, and power plants. When the air looks hazy outside, it's because there is more particulate matter in the air. These particles can come from human sources like vehicle emissions, wood-burning stoves, and industrial pollution or natural processes like forest fires, strong windstorms, and unusual weather patterns. Polluted air can clear up in a relatively short amount of time after an event, like a windstorm, as fine sand and dust particles settle back to the ground. Contamination lasts longer when the buildup from daily activities like driving and industry become trapped by cold air, a condition known as inversion, which is especially evident in the valleys of northern Utah. Air quality can be determined by the amount of particulate matter, or PM, in the air, more specifically the size of the particles, which is measured in microns. A human hair is about 60 microns wide, and fine sand is about 90 microns wide. Air quality is a public health concern because when inhaled, PM that is 10 microns wide or smaller can travel deep into the lungs and cause or aggravate heart and lung diseases. When PM in the air is higher, there is an increase in emergency room and doctor visits, as well as absenteeism from school and work. Short-term exposure to air pollution can cause coughing, shortness of breath, irritation of the eyes, and irregular heartbeat. Long-term exposure can cause reduced lung function, respiratory illness, aggravation of existing heart disease, and even premature death in people with existing lung diseases. Those with pre-existing lung and heart conditions, along with children and the elderly, are among those who are most at risk for complications from poor air quality. Even exercising or working outdoors during times of high PM conditions can increase your risk. An Air Quality Index, or AQI, was created by the Environmental Protection Agency to establish a national standard of how air quality is reported to the public. The 5 factors of the AQI are particulate matter, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, and ozone. The AQI is based on a 1 to 500 scale and 6 risk categories indicating the quality of the air. Good, or an AQI of 0 to 50, is satisfactory with little or no risk. Moderate, an AQI of 51 to 100, is acceptable, although respiratory symptoms may be experienced by sensitive groups of people like children, older adults, and people with heart and lung disease. Unhealthy for sensitive groups, an AQI of 101 to 150, means while the general public may not be affected, sensitive groups are at greater risk of adverse health effects. Unhealthy, an AQI of 151 to 200, everyone may begin to experience some adverse health effects, with sensitive groups at risk of more serious symptoms. Very unhealthy, an AQI of 201 to 300, triggers a health alert signifying that everyone may experience more serious health effects. Hazardous, an AQI of 300 or above, triggers a health warning of emergency conditions affecting the entire population. In Washington County, there are 4 air monitoring stations run by various government agencies. We also have a group called the Air Quality Task Force that is addressing air quality issues on a regular basis. This task force consists of representatives from local industry, municipalities, the Southwest Utah Public Health Department, and Utah's Department of Environmental Quality. Input from private citizens is also welcomed. The purpose of the task force is to get all stakeholders involved to find ways of maintaining good air quality in the region without vehicle emissions requirements or other federal oversight. We enjoy great air quality most days of the year in our part of the state. When high-risk days do occur, limit outdoor activities. Don't use a wood-burning stove if you have other heat sources. Combine driving trips and avoid vehicle idling. This will protect your health as well as the health of your family and community. In August 2024, St. George, Utah averaged good air quality all month long. If this episode kept you alert and informed, mission accomplished.